What's up, everybody? It is your boy, Mug the Dude here, and we are back with another Dragon Ball Z Universe 2 Hero Coliseum video. And you guys are probably wondering, Mugs, why do you have Beerus on your screen? You guys could probably tell by the thumbnail or the title of the video, depending on what I name it. I have no idea what I'm going to name this. But, guys, as Dispo and UI Sign have been teased so many times, it seems like these guys really do want... Like, it seems like Xenoverse 2 is kind of, like, holding on to this DLC. I'm hoping it's as big as it is. I hope they get a free update with all of these new figures, and some extra content as well. I don't really play PvP anymore. I've been thinking about doing some PvP content, so comment down below if you guys would like to see that. And like I said, comment down below if you guys like to see some online matches. I know in my last video I uploaded, the Broly when revisiting Dragon Ball Super Broly, I talked about how, one, I was revisiting old figures, and I talked about doing online matches again, but I disabled the comments. I looked and I was like, why is nobody commenting? This is super weird. Usually I get like a couple every now and then. It's not like I get an astronomical amount, but I get a decent bit that I can notice it. That is my apologies, guys. 1,000,000% on my fault. Obviously, I was the one that had the settings. But, guys, today we're going to be talking about, that goes back to the UI Sign and the Dispo, with new, it's not always just the Dispo, and it's not always just the UI Sign. For instance, we got a new Frieza, and then we got a new Super Gogeta, and a new Gogeta Blue. We got a new Broly. We got a new Kale, right? Like, we got all these new figures, even though they only sold us on him, and they sold us on a Frieza. We still got new figures. We still got Kale. We got a new Trunks. We got a new Fu. We got a new Tapion. And that's the thing, guys, is... Oh, we got a new... The Tapion is the other one they sold us on, too. But we got a new Broly. So this game has a habit of giving us other characters besides, like, the two main DLC characters. They usually either make it related to the DLC character or not related at all, right? Like, as in the past updates we've had, she came out at the same time Dragon Ball Super Broly came out. And she somehow broke the game more than he broke the game. Because he did break the game. But she broke the game fairly. She actually made the game unplayable for some people. I abused her. A lot of other top players did abuse her. That's just how the game was back then. I ain't going to apologize for it. But the only reason I beat Santana in the best of 7 a while ago, and he was up 3-1, and I made the comeback on him, was because of this character right here. I ain't gonna front. It's because of this character, right, guys? But that goes to the prime thing of what I was talking about, is characters I would like to see have a UR in the game, not an SR. I want Dimps. Whoever's making these figures needs to hear me, because they've heard. I don't know if they've ever heard me, but there's been some cases where I'm like, oh, they might have heard me, because like I asked for a new. Who did I ask for? Like, I asked for specific characters. Janemba, we obviously got. Like, we got a new Janemba. I was asking for Janemba for so freaking long. We got a new Janemba, right? I asked for a new Frieza. A new Piccolo, I did say every now and then. I did mention, like, oh, we could use a new Piccolo. Other characters, I didn't really mention a lot, but, like, a new Super Gogeta. We've had a million Gogetas, right, guys? But we haven't had a blue Vegito, so a lot of these characters I'm about to talk about, I'm not going to try and talk about them a long time. I just want to get over a brief overview, not of like what they could do, maybe. But I want you guys to understand that this guy is, I would like a new Majin Vegeta, and I forget who else I put down. Oh, Gotenks. We could use a new Gotenks, but I would love a new Super Saiyan 3 Goku as like a UR, not a SR that limit breaks into Godku. Why is a Super Saiyan 3 Goku limit breaking into that man? One is clearly a cooler form, in my opinion. I love Super Saiyan God, but Super Saiyan 3 is goated. Like, just actually goated. But, guys, that goes back to my original point. I don't want to go on a rant. You guys know how I can do that. UR Beerus. We've had an SR Beerus, and we've had this guy. This guy is an OG figure. And in my opinion, he's still very viable. Like, you can still use him, put some defensive equips on him, like defensive up SEC, as you can see, maybe defensive up EP, and then put like ADM up SEC on him, right? Or attack up SEC. Because the dude ignores defense. That is such a basic ability that is so important. There's characters in the game that need to have like a certain condition met to ignore defense. He needs to be below 50% HP. This dude just turn 1. Turn 1, turn 4, turn 5, turn 7, doesn't matter. As long as he's in his trigger square, he can do it. So guys, I think Beerus deserves a new UR. I don't care what you do with him as long as he's viable. He doesn't need to break the game. I would love if he broke the game. But, like, and by break the game, guys, I don't mean, like, physically make the game unplayable. Like, you are UI Goku, or like Videl. Don't make it Videl breaking, but like make it the character good enough that you can run him with other good characters, right? Like he deserves a new UR, not an SR that you just see a million times that doesn't even have a good effect on him. That leads into my next one. Everybody loves this character, and I'm not like the biggest I'm not the biggest Goku Black fan, and I'm not talking about the figure because I actually do really love this figure. I love the design of it. I think the way I think he has a place in the game, and he's always had a place in the game because of such high HP, and I put so much defense into him. This character can become one of the best characters on your team very fast, right? But everybody loves this villain. Everybody talks about how cool of a villain he is. People call him the best Dragon Ball villain of all time, and I just don't get that. But how do we only have one version of this guy? How? Like, if you look at any other Dragon Ball game, there's a million Rosés. I understand they're not pumping content into this game as much as other Dragon Ball games, which I wish they did, because in my opinion, this is better than every Dragon Ball gacha game. It ain't even close. Because if they did that, there's a PvP aspect, and PvP isn't even like, for instance, if I want to hop in, say I'm an average player, and I don't spend money on the game, I don't do any of that stuff, I can kick people. If I see a level 99 with a crap ton of FP, like if I was an average player and saw me, or saw Sun Santana, or Legends, I'd be like, see ya. Like, ranked is different, but like, that's ranked. You know what you're getting into, right? But we have not had a new UR, Goku Black. He was what, like a second batch character? Yeah. Dude was a second batch character, or third batch maybe. Was he second or third? Because these are URs, and I'm pretty sure you are the last UR. You are the last new UR that I have. I deleted a bunch of OG figures, guys, by the way, because I wanted to upgrade characters, newer characters. I think I have KO leveled up, right? I don't. The last one I did a whole deleting thing was for you. I can't believe you're a character. Can't believe you're actually... I just don't like that character. But guys, yeah, new Rosé would be cool. Next, I've talked about it in several videos this past week. We need a new UR Vegito Blue. We've had, it seems like we've had a new Gogeta, a new blue Gogeta every week. Like literally every update, there's a new blue Gogeta. 1, 2. Technically, you could do this 3. He could technically be 3 because you can make this into the blue Gogeta, or you could make it into the Super Gogeta that I did. 3. Let's look at the Vegetos that you can use in the game. That are viable. 1. Who's still very good. I ain't ever going to talk down on this guy. Top tier. 1. 2. Situational. Look how old they are. You were an old figure that came with him. Obvious. Like, as you can see, the theme, Fuzumasu fought him. I mean, Fuzumasu fought Blue Vegeto. But that's it. And then Super Vegeto came with the Gogetas, the Brolys, and this. And honestly, that's probably my favorite update they've ever had besides the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta one. But, like, we haven't had one in so long. Why are we not getting new Vegetos? Does everybody hate Vegeto for some reason? Like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is still my favorite fusion of all time. I just think the way GT did it, they made it goated. Like, 100%. The dude was OP. We knew what this man was about. Obviously, they kind of nerfed him. They didn't really nerf him, but, like, it's unfortunate. They didn't want the series to end with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. It would have been cool if they did. I like the way GT ended. I love GT. GT, in my opinion, has better aspects than Super. Super has some better acts than GT. This is not what this conversation is going to turn into. I'm just saying I like to look at things as a non-bias. I'm biased towards a couple things, but I like to be honest, and I like to be real with myself. But a new Super Vegeto would be fantastic. Like I said, we haven't had any of these characters in the game for a long time, guys. But another one I would love to see, and I know we got villainous characters, and they're cool, right? Like, I think I have one of them, because I deleted the other ones. I don't think I ever pulled any of the other ones. But, like, if you look at, where is he? I actually have one of them. That's it. But, like, he's not even that good. Like, yeah, if you get attacked, he can do some work, right? Like, 1,000 attack and 500 defense when he gets attacked. That's not bad. Comment down below if you guys would like to see me do a video on this character. I don't think I ever actually did. I think I did, like, a random summoning video, and then I never uploaded it, or I did upload it. But, like, a new Broly. Broly's one of the biggest hype characters, especially this one. We've had 2 Dragon Ball Super Brolys. 2 of them. This one who is, I would argue, actually pretty decent. And this one who is just broken. He looks like a modded figure. He looks like a character that's been modded. And you guys know what my opinion is in modders. This looks like I'm modding. I'm not. Right? Just how you would argue this guy looks like you're modding. A little bit, right? Like, I have all my dupes into speed because I do feel like speed is a little more impactful. He's going to hit hard regardless, right? Like, he's just UI Goku. But, yeah, a new Dragon Ball Z Broly would be cool. One character that just breaks the game, makes everybody take more damage, can attack twice, do something. I would have rather had a new Dragon Ball Z Broly than a new Dragon Ball Super Broly. Every time. I will take a new DBZ Broly every day of the week over Dragon Ball Super Broly. Not saying I don't like Dragon Ball Super Broly. I just prefer this one. And, like, to me, he's such a hype character. Everybody seems to love these characters. Like, but, like, I don't get it. Like, Rosé. Well, Beerus is probably one of the most loved characters just because he was the main character of a movie. Same thing with him. Like, why do we not have new characters for them, guys? Now, down to another couple. I have a couple other ones. Kid Buu. Kid Buu is my favorite villain of all time. He's my favorite antagonist of anything. Literally anything. Kid Buu is the GOAT to me. I love this character. I would love to see a new Kid Buu. And I'm not saying he, like, deserves one, but he really does. Like, he was the final villain of Dragon Ball Z. When people say, what is your favorite Dragon Ball? Some people are going to say OG Dragon Ball. Some people are going to say Dragon Ball Super. Some people are going to say Dragon Ball GT. I have no problem with any of those answers. But he was the last villain. And we've only had one of them. When meanwhile, I actually think I actually have one of them. We have this guy, and then we got another one. What made them think we needed two? Honestly, I would have been fine if the first one was this, and then never got another Omega Shenron again. Would have been perfectly fine with that, guys. And I don't want to go into details of what the characters could do, but, like, maybe I'll just go over, like, a brief overview of what trigger squares I would like to see, and then that depends on obviously what the posing skill is. If the posing skill is so overwhelming, then it deserves certain trigger squares that allow you not to run it with other characters that would just enhance it so much that they're just actually snapped. But Kid Buu, I think, is he's the last villain in Dragon Ball Z, and he only has one representation, besides the villainous one. I don't care about that. I just think the villainous thing in this game, in Dragon Ball Z, in this universe too, I'm not a huge fan of it. Just make the villains. Just like this villain is amazing. I love it, bro. I love Kid Buu. He deserves another UR. So, guys, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, this figure in particular still holds up today. Like, look at the stats. I have him obviously duped out 10 out of 10, simply due to the fact that he has been out for forever, right? Like, he's been since this update. This update was forever ago. Forever ago. Years ago, guys. Years ago. And look at his stats. He gets 1,500 attack turn 1. Turn 1. Actually, no matter what turn it is, he gets 1,500 attack as long as his HP is above 50%. And then it drops to 1,000 when your HP drops below 50%, right? I actually have no problem with that in any way, shape, or form. His trigger scores are fine. He has 2. I love having 2 trigger scored characters. The only ones I can't agree with having 2 is, like, the really broken ones, like UI Goku. Trying to think of other ones. I don't understand why Topo doesn't have one. I don't really get that. Like, I don't understand why you don't have 2. You have 3. Like, it's almost like they're cherry picking. I like that Fu has 2, and I like that you have 3. You're not my favorite character in the game, but I like when characters have 3. I think it makes them better. I think it makes the game more playable. The more characters you can physically use, in my opinion, it improves the lifespan of whatever game you have, right? Like, for instance, a big problem I have with Dokkan, right, is these characters Easy A. Think about all of the old Easy A's we've had. All of the old ones. And every Easy A in Dokkan. How many of them can you actually use in the game currently, right now? Not a lot. And I understand, like, the 7th anniversary power crept the game, but, like, I'm not a huge fan of Dokkan currently. I think they're just kind of, I don't want to say recycling, but it's obviously getting better. The animations are getting fantastic, but half the game you can't use. Who cares? Who cares if you can't use half the game? At least in this game, I can make a deck that's broken, and I can probably put on certain characters and make that character look usable. More than likely, right? Like, I'm not going to die. I'm not going to explode. Like, you're not that good, but I could use you. I 100% could use you. I could use you, use Bardock, and Vados. Everybody's only gaining 50 attack instead, and he's still gaining 1,500 plus the 350, 1,850. I'm down for that. 1,000,000% down for that. You can still use them. You can use still all these characters, and Dokkan you can't. So that goes back to my point. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is very usable. I think he deserves a new one. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is such a cool character. And that segues into my next character. Super Saiyan 3 Goku deserves a UR. I can't tell you how actually frustrated I get when I'm doing summons and I see a Super Saiyan 3 Goku and I'm like, oh, sick. Like, I know the outline of it, obviously, because the hair is obvious. But it's an SR, and I'm like, that definitely never deserves to be an SR. There should never be an SR UR Goku. I mean, an SR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, ever. I think that's super disrespectful. Now, my next one is, you're probably wondering, Mugs, why do you have Vegeta? We could get a new Super Vegeta. I'd be perfectly fine. One that does like a final flash or whatever and just makes it like, I don't want to say locks everybody in place because that'd be pretty overwhelmed. But like, make this guy an upgrade. Or just give him like a limit break or something. I'm perfectly fine with that. If they limit broke more characters as well, like if they limit broke some of these characters that I'm talking about, I'd have no problem with that. Like, they don't have to give us a new UR. I would love to see a new UR because like the more money they make, the more figures they're going to want to throw out. I would love a new Majin Vegeta. Majin Vegeta is a character that I could not believe that we got an R. Or like an R, was it an R? It was an R. The man got an R. Like, people say, what's your favorite Vegeta? A lot of them are going to say, what? Majin Vegeta. I'm going to say that. Actually, I don't know. Would I say that, though? I don't know. My favorite Vegeta of all time? I don't know if I can say Majin Vegeta, though. Like, I don't know if I could. Honestly, I'm down with the when when Vegeta first turned Super Saiyan Blue. I'm not the biggest fan of Super Saiyan Blue in general. But when he first turned Super Saiyan Blue and started laying the paws on Frieza, to me that was like, oh, dude, that was a goated moment for me personally. Like, Super Saiyan Blue is a cool form. It's not like the coolest because it's like you actually did. Frieza spoke everybody's mind in that movie and said, it's just a recoloring of Super Saiyan Blue. I'm going on a little tangent. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I do go on little rants. But Majin Vegeta deserves a new UR. I don't care what anybody says. I think anybody would agree with me on that. We got a new hit, right? We got this hit. This hit's amazing. I love him. I just used him in my Dragon Ball Super Broly showcase. He is on my favorite team. I'm not kidding. This team has not changed for years, like actual years. This team has not changed at all. I think the only thing that changed was when the Gogeta got replaced. Super Gogeta got replaced by this guy. That's it. And honestly, I could swap those two characters in and out. But the core of this team is these four right here. Right? So that being said, we could use a new hit. Hit's such a cool character. Honestly, Dragon Ball Super brought some dope characters in. And I know some people, if I'd ask them and I'd show them clips of fights, they would like this guy. 100%. Because he's just skipping time. The man was cold, too. Like, I do think Dragon Ball Super did him a little dirty, but, like, I would love a new UR hit. Maybe one that does similar stuff to him, right? Like, gains a certain amount of attack, maybe gives people a little defense, like, maybe a little bit of a support thing, or locks somebody in place and drops one character's defense to 0, right? I'd be down for that. Or switches somebody's attack and speed, or something like that. One time only, not like forever, because then the Toa would just start all over again, and I don't want that. But I think he deserves a new UR. We got an SR, and the SR ain't even that good. Like, why? Like, I've used some of those SRs, guys, and a lot of people I get comments from are saying, do an SR team. I don't save SRs because, like, they're not usable. They're not usable online. 90% of SRs are not usable. I have 2. Okay, I have a couple, but only reason you're here is because of the obscene attack you have. Only reason you're here is because of this obscene speed you have, and you make people take 20% more damage and is viable. You're not really an SR. You're a UR. You're a UR disguised as an SR, and are arguably in the top 15 in the game sometimes, because if you attack a certain character, you become broken. And this guy is actually broken as an R. Like, you could argue he is the best R in the game. But I think Hit deserves a new R. I mean, a new UR. And now, my final one. I don't really need this as much because we already have 2 of them, and we have so many Gohans in the game now. But like a new UR Ultimate Gohan, we just got the movie. The movie's coming out. Pump out some Gohans. Everybody loves it. I don't care if it's an Ultimate Gohan. No more future Gohans. We've gotten enough. This guy could use one. He's one of the hypest moments in all of Dragon Ball history. I would be perfectly fine with a new UR Gohan. I don't even care if you don't have this specific, because if it's a father-son Gohan, it obviously needs to have some sort of Goku on the field. But like, even if you limit break this guy, if you made it any Goku, I'm down for it. This guy would be amazing. Like, imagine if you could run this Gohan with Goku. Blue Goku, who's not really that much, but Goku. This guy. Dude, he goes top right. That Gohan goes bottom right. Or Super Saiyan, any Super Saiyan 4 Goku ever. UI Goku again. Now, there's not even, like, I just realized, there's not a crazy amount of UR Gokus. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, that limit breaks into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. End of Z Goku. Actually, are you allowed? I think you can use this guy. Comment down below if you guys like to see me do a Team Gohan showcase with this guy. Because this guy could actually make that Gohan a little better. Because when he gets attacked, he gains 500 attack. And he's already gaining that massive 5% damage buff. Damage dealt and damage minus 5% damage taken just permanently. So like, he could get tanky pretty fast, especially with the right equips. Any character skills, and especially with the right characters on the team. This guy could become a beast, guys. But a new Super Saiyan 2 Team Gohan, guys. Comment down below what you think of this video. Obviously, we're going to be getting a UR Dispo and UI Signed Goku. I would love to get a UI Signed Goku that has some sort of ability to maybe dodge an attack. Like, I know that would be kind of broken, right? Like, dodging attack. But, like, for instance, like, I don't want to turn the game into Dokkan. I do not want that in any way, shape, or form. He is probably the first thing that did that. Because he attacked everybody in the front or everybody in the back. Fusamasu. Vegito, OG Vegito Blue. Well, I guess I can't say OG. We've only had one. I don't get it. This guy can attack twice. So, like, maybe a dodge would be cool. Or, like, some way to just, like, I don't want to say skipping a person's turn because that would just be broken. Obviously, that would be overpowered. That would be unfair, right? But, like, some cool mechanic that we've never seen before, right? But there's something they could do. Dispo, obviously, I think is going to be a speed demon. I think that would be fantastic. Gains like 500 attack, 500 speed per turn, and then gains 500 attack, 500 in speed per when he attacks somebody, right? I would be fine with that because that would make you, like, he gains 500 attack and 500 speed. That would give him some sort of value. Turn 1, like, you just can put him on the field and he has some sort of value, right? But also, or have him support everybody. 500 attack, 500 speed for the turn, and that's it. Doesn't have to be repeatable. I'd be fine with that, guys. But that is going to do it for the video. Let me know what you guys think about my ideas of certain characters. Also, comment down below certain characters you would also like to see get new figures. Like, a new Goku would be cool. Like, we've had enough. Like, I can't believe we've got multiple Evolution Blue Vegetas. We've gotten 3 of him. Well, we've gotten 2 of you. We've gotten 2 of you, and I'm fine with that. Like, I'm perfectly fine with that. But, like, I don't know, guys. Maybe it's just me. We've gotten 2 Pycons, dude. 2 Pycons. 2. We've gotten 2 Pycons. We've gotten 2 of him. But you're really telling me this guy doesn't deserve 2? Or I'm going brain dead. Or this guy? Comment down below, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Dirty deuces, everybody. Thank you guys so much for the support. I will see you in the next one.